Martin Luther King Jr. and the Stop of Segregation by Enoch Adebiyi. Early years. King was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15, 1929. Martin Luther King Jr. had an older sister, Willie Christine, and a younger brother, Alfred Daniel Williams King. Martin entered public school at age 5. At age 15, he entered Morehouse College in Atlanta. He graduated in 1948. King studied for 3 years at a seminary, which is a school for ministers in Pennsylvania. His grandfather and father inspired him to become an activist for what was right. Adult years. Martin led boycotts and nonviolent, peaceful protests. Even though he and his friends were often beaten by the police during those peaceful protests, they still stood for what was right. He married Coretta Scott King in 1953 for 15 years before he died. They had 4 children. Their children's names were Yolanda King, Dexter Scott King, Bernice King, and Martin Luther King III. Martin was a Baptist minister and a social activist who led the civil rights movement in the United States before he died from assassination. He also got the Nobel Peace Prize on October 14, 1964. His very well-known I Have a Dream speech is very famous. Martin was assassinated on April 4, 1968 by James Earl Ray. What he did for all of us will always be remembered, and even up to today, his legacy still remains. He really did try to stop racism, and his efforts did help to stop racism. It's just that he wasn't there to see the fruits of his effort. Thank you, Martin Luther King Jr.